chart for next, I won't say 50 years, next 5 years. Moving forward another 5 years. Moving forward another 5 years. Because unless you do this, probably the kind of glory that you've achieved in 50 years may not happen. I was talking to your president that out of 72 members, how many members are about 3 or 5 years old? And what I got the information was that about 25 to 30 members are probably in the 3 to 5 years time. Now that becomes a kind of a focus area when you talk about the reflection. You have one charter member, in baptism we have one charter member, but the concentration has to be on these 30 members to get them a feel that what we Lions are doing, how great this club is, the kind of activities we are doing, and probably then and then, these 30 members will also become a pillar of this club and will take this club forward. Because ultimately I personally feel that it's not only about extending the new clubs, getting the new clubs in the member, but it is all about retention of the club, which only and only comes if they get value in the club, they feel that the feeling of belongingness comes at the club level, and that all depends upon the past presidents, the two wonderful past district governors that we have got in the club, all put together. It is your job to nurture this particular 25-30 members. People ask me the question that what made you join Lionism? If I ask this question to 50 years that the club has gone through, everybody may have their own reason. But addressing on this 50th celebration to this new member is, when somebody asked me the question that why you joined Lionism? Well, when I joined Lionism, I was not aware. It was probably more of fellowship, more of dinner meeting, wine, dine, dance, and little bit of activities. With this kind of thing I joined, but trust me friends, it is this Lionism which gave me the purpose of my life. In the second year itself, when I was groping that what is the purpose of my life, I did not know. I was trying to find out. I was not getting any clue about it. It was Lionism which gave me the purpose of my life, purpose to make the difference in lives of people. And on this single-driven purpose, probably, I've completed 35 years Lionism, and if I'm standing today before you as an interested director endorsee, it is only for the purpose which I got from Lionism. I feel comfortable traveling everywhere for a simple reason. In 35 years, like what Vasu is saying, we have done n number of institutes. I'm not talking about NC Institute. I'm talking about across the country, maybe RLLI, maybe district leadership programs, maybe whatever at the club level programs. And in the process, probably amongst this 18 past district or 19 past district or sitting over here, at least more than 50%, we have interacted somewhere at some field, and I feel comfortable walking anywhere. Now this purpose is because of Lionism. I want to tell this, my fellow Lions of 5 years old in this club, that please look into it. If you have found your purpose, great. If you are still looking for it, probably this is the platform where I'm sure you'll get the purpose. Getting the purpose, what next? Getting the purpose, the next would be what skills, knowledge you require to fuel that purpose. That also Lions will give you. After getting that, what next? The next would be, how are you going to be passionate in executing that purpose? That also this particular organization will give you, this club will give you, and finally, it will make you a performer. This is a simple equation which I personally feel I have been benefited a lot. If I have to tell the stories what Lionism has given to me, I'm sure the 50 years, your past president also has enough stories. My humble submission to the club would be that in every regular meeting, do give an opportunity to your past president to come out with one single thing that had happened in his or her year, which I'm sure many of you may not be aware. They will feel happy about sharing with you, and in the process, I'm sure there'll be a lot of learning. I know the time is up, I would not like to speak much. I just want to end with a small inspiration story that what this service is all about. Because ultimately the report that I heard from your charter member was all about the activities. You have got a children park, you have done this as a permanent project, you have e-waste program, you have home for aged, you have been doing hunger project. Probably listening to your charter member, the report, the synopsis that he gave, Probably whatever focus area, global focus area we are talking about today has been happening from day one probably. Maybe you are aware of it consciously, unconsciously, but if you really try to think about it, all these 5 or 8 focus areas which we are talking about, Calangute Club is already doing it. The question for the new members I want to give is that, what are you going to give to your club? 50 years have been given by Lionism. You have got a lot of achievements during this year. On this 50th Golden Jubilee year, what promises you are giving to the association, to this organization? There could be many service activities, but 2 things I need from you. The promises that you need to give to your president. Number 1 is, each one bring one. That is what our government is talking about. Each one bring one. At least give this promise that it is your moral responsibility to see to it that you bring in at least one member before this year ends, if you have not done so far. And number 2, whatever small contribution you can make toward NCIL, our foundation. These 2 things promise on such a Golden Jubilee year that you are celebrating. Make these 2 promises to yourself and give it to your club. As far as past district governors are concerned, my colleague governors, sir, there are a lot of things coming up for you next year. One of the things which have been decided in the previous last board meeting was, in the month of August, the International is organizing a special webinar for all the past district governors to keep us abreast of the things that are happening and what are the expectations from International for youth, so that you can contribute towards our movement of Mission 1.5 and our foundation. Let me finish this with a small story for my new members. Then what is this service all about? What magic this Lions do to us? What is this real thing? Is it that in Hindu we say that serving people is one-way ticket to heaven? Is this true? I don't know. One-way ticket to heaven is serving. I mean, serving people, those hands are more than you're saying prayers or something to the God. In my opinion, let us understand what it is, that how this service works in this universe. This gentleman called George was in Chicago. Sitting on a cold night on a footpath over there, he was probably coming from a very humble background. And he's seeing a Mercedes car, a lady driving the car coming from far end. Suddenly George sees that the tire of this car is probably punctured, and probably lady is not aware of it. It was quite late in the evening. He shows the hand to the lady and points out that something is wrong with your car. Lady understood that and she stopped the car. George goes to the lady and tells her that, ma'am, that your car tire is punctured and probably it can put you in danger. Please let me do, I can help you. The lady looks at the George, looking at his dressing and all. He thought probably he's coming from a very humble background, but seems to be a good man. She gets down, George removes the spanners and all the whatever he need to do that, the jack and all, and he changes the tire of that car. Now all that time this lady is observing George. He finishes his job in 10 minutes, tells the lady that please now you can sit, the car is all right, you can go safely now. The lady goes into the car, close the doors, look at the George, and suddenly she remembers that I must give him something. He has rendered this service to me. She opens the purse to give $2, that please take this for your service that you have rendered to me. George looks at the lady in a very stern eyes and told her that, ma'am, George, do not take money to serve. Give this money to somebody who is in need of it. Thank you so much, you can go. Saying this, the lady was stunned. She starts moving. By the time she reaches near the town, it was almost at dawn and she was feeling hungry. She said, let me go and have a breakfast. She goes to have a breakfast in a restaurant. She orders the food. The waitress comes to serve her, and suddenly she sees that waitress is carrying, she's pregnant, and her stomach was so big that probably she can deliver any moment. The waitress comes and serves her. She tells the waitress that this is not the place to work at this time. You may deliver at any moment. You should be taking rest. You should be at home. The waitress says that, ma'am, what to do? Unless I work, I'll not be able to take care of my children. I'll not be able to give birth to my child. So I have to do it in the last minute. And she goes back. This lady eats a breakfast. And while eating the breakfast, she remembers the word of George. That I don't need your money. Go and give the money to the person who deserves it. looks at the waitress, remember the waitress, and when paying the bill, she puts $1,000 in that along with the bill as a tip, and she leaves the place. Waitress comes to collect the money. She opens up and sees that 1,000 rupees tip has been given to her, and she was jumping with joy. She goes home by the evening, reaches late. Everybody's gone to sleep in the house. She goes to her husband and tells, George, today somebody tipped me $1,000. Everything is very good for us now today. This is the way the money comes back. This is what the service is all about. Friends, my all line friends, keep serving. Compassion is the foundation on which this association has completed 106 years. Melvin Jones very rightly said that one cannot go too far unless someone does something for somebody. You can't go too far in life. Please continue doing this. Calangute, I'm proud of you, proud of all the members, and I hope that from gold you go to century. And if I'm alive, please call me again at that time also. With this, God bless every one of you. Wish you all the best. And it was great meeting you, because I'm missing Babu Kamsika today. But these are the two people. Let me tell you this, friends. It was not a cakewalk for me for international director as projected by Vasu. I had my own challenges, and all my directors, the sitting directors, the past sitting directors, the executive officer of the country, all Islamic leadership stood like a rock with me, and with that kind of confidence I'm standing over here. So, Krishna, thank you so much for all that you have done for us, for me rather, and once again, God bless the Calangute Club. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lion Pankaj, for sharing us your insights and your views. We take this opportunity to wish you all the best in all your future endeavors. And may you rise higher in the hierarchy of the Lions International. Lion Pankaj, we would also like to do another task. We would like to present mementos to our dignitaries present here. Lion Ilyas, are you ready? I request our District Governor-elect, MGF Lion Manoj Manik, along with spouse Raksha, to kindly come forward and accept the memento at the hands of our Chief Guest. Can we have our first Vice District Governor-elect, PMGF Lion Jaimol, and his spouse, PMGF Lion Kirti, please? We also request our second VDG elect, MGF Lion Rajshekhar Hiremath, to kindly come forward. And now calling our dynamic region chairperson, MGF Lion Daryl Fernandez. Are you there, Daryl? Zone chairperson, Lion Butuza. Charter member, Lion John Baptist Fernandez. Golden Jubilee president, MJF Lion Lion Raymond Fernandez. Secretary, MJF Lion Ilyas Rajapali. Treasurer, MJF Lion Sandeep Korgaonkar. Can we have the PST? Sandeep. Secretary Lion Ilyas Rajapali. Treasurer Lion Sandeep Korgaonkar. Sandeep, very hesitant. Thank you, Lion Pankaj. May God bless you.
The club has received congratulatory messages and good wishes from past international director PMJ Flyer Vamsidhar Babu, multiple council chairman PMJ Flyer Rajshekhariya, past district governor MJM Lion Srinivas Rivanki, past district governor Lion Dominic Rodriguez, past district governor MJF Lion Viregaonkar. Time being a constraint and looking forward to a lovely fellowship, we have restricted the felicitations to just two PDGs, and I call upon MJF Lion Dr. Ravi Nadkin to felicitate the club. Lion Dr. Ravi Nadkin.
Good evening. You're lucky because Lion Nitin has threatened me that he's going to beat me up if I take more than 2 minutes. Okay. Presiding officer and all the Lion dignitaries, my heartiest congratulations to the Lions Club of Calangute for having their Golden Jubilee today. Golden Jubilee is not only a moment of celebration, it's also remembering and appreciating the vision of the people 50 years back who thought that Calangute will prosper with a new club. It's a wonderful thought that, that people 50 years back thought that service was needed in Calangute and they started the club. And in the next few years, and up to this year, you can see that Lions Club of Calangute has been doing fantastic services to the community. I am sure all of you are very proud of the achievements of the Lions Club of Calangute. My relationship with Calangute has been more than 30 years, particularly with my very good friends, Lion Vasudev, two Vasudevs, Dr. Vasudev Dukle and our Vasu, and people like Sandeep, our Sarkar and all this. So many other people have been very, very, very good friends of mine. I bring warm greetings from my club, Lions Club of Hubli, and on behalf of all the past district governors, I wish the Lions Club of Calangute to reach platinum and the centenary. Wish you all the very best in the coming years. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. To end the felicitations, I request PMJF, a past multiple council chairperson, Lion Agnaila Alcasos, to do the needful.
Presiding officer and friends, today is not only a proud movement for Lions Club of Calangute, it is a proud moment for entire village of Calangute. This village of Calangute, which has this club, Lions Club, for the past 50 years, every citizen of the village knows what the club is doing, what they have been doing for the last 50 years, and why and how this has happened. They have a strong membership of united 72 members. Their strength and their ability has brought this club to this level today. We have heard, we have listened to the activities which club has done. And I'm sure with some 30 new members joining in the last 2-3 years, this club will only move to greater heights. My compliments, first of all, to the founding members, the charter members. We have one, Jean-Baptiste Fernandez here today. And with their contribution, with their help, the club has risen to this level today. I'm sure they will do a great service more in the future. I wish the club many, many years of service to the villages, to the community of this area. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lion Agnello. Can we have Lion Vasudev Alwarkar to kindly present a memento to our chief guest, International Director and OC, PMJF Lion Pankaj Mehta. Can we have a round of applause, please? All good things come to an end, and at this point of time, we would like to offer our gratitude to all those present here. And to deliver the vote of thanks, I call upon the club secretary, MJF Lion, Elias Rajabali, to come up to the podium.
Presiding officer, Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow Lion Raymond Pereira. Our chief guest for today's function, Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow Lion Pankaj Mehta sir. Past International Director, Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow Lion Krishna Reddy sir. Our own District Governor, Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow Lion Earl Brito sir. Other dignitaries in the front row, past district governors, and my dear friends in the cause of service. I can see most of the people in the audience are happy. Slightly we are late due to some unavoidable circumstances. And this precisely is the best part of the program. I am indeed proud to propose the vote of thanks. At the outset, I thank our chief guest, International Director Indosi, Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow Lion Pankaj Mehta sir, for his gracious presence despite having other commitment. Thank you very much sir for coming to Calangute Club. My sincere thanks goes out to our past International Director, Progressive Melvin Jones Lion Krishna Reddy sir. Thank you sir for coming. This is your second club. We always welcome to. Nice to see you here. And our district governor, again, our neighboring club, Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow Lion, Earl Brito sir, and the First Lady of the district, Lion Glenda ma'am. All the past district governors, some of whom have travelled from Karnataka to be with us this evening. I also thank the Lions from various clubs in Karnataka and Goa for their valuable presence as a show of solidarity. My gratitude extends to all our benefactors, sponsors, well-wishers, and the guests present here